Hey everyone, and welcome to the Central Indiana Roleplay. I'm gonna be driving for such as a little bit fast as possible, but not to do this as well. But nothing is going to be giving ourselves for currency money, and looks like I should be trying to find myself to drive anyway. So, I'm going to be started like anything as well to drive as well by Caden 8078. We're gonna be joining inside of the server with multiple people as well, who's gonna be for whatsoever that who something is going to be up to as well, or the weather is absolutely disrupting anything as well. So looks like it has already have a weather system. Looks like we're gonna give ourselves a go, and looks like we're gonna be starting to spawn some vehicles without any disruption. So this is gonna be for the Infiniti G35 6-speed manual. Could be the limited car as well. I'm gonna be using a Pontiac Fiero as of the 1988 car. About this, all right, let's give ourselves a drive for this one time as well. So I'm starting to go to drive a Pontiac Fiero. And I'm out of control inside of Roblox game. But looks like sometimes I wouldn't be able to drive a car for just absolutely crashing itself out loud. So as you can see the volume that I'm not going to be saying this. The volume is absolutely stays on its place for one thing. No reason that I just gonna be trying to do this. As I'll be opening up the door. And I wasn't able to say this isn't going to be working as well. So I'm going to get inside of the car and close the door as quickly as possible. And how should I able to start the car? And there's a button over here, which is not going to be for around here. You've seen this in the ID car as well. I got almost 1,500 days of my lifetime on the account. So, this is where I'm just going to be starting the engine by pressing the letter F, or some kind to press a little button over here, which is not going to work. And I'm not very sure this isn't going to be for around here. It has a radio system as well. And currently we have some other kinds of jobs to join police force for the fast food production like things as well. A sandwich worker or the railroad worker of Illinois around here for some sort of like nearby Chicago. When anything it goes, I gotta turn on the engine as fast as possible. Unfortunately, there's no startup key sound. So, I cannot believe that J is where we start the engines, and I just accidentally press it like anywhere it goes. So, I better turn on the vehicle as fast as possible. I just accidentally pressing the letter L. So, this isn't going to be for high beams. But where is our engine starting for this thing as well? We turn on their blinkers on, and it's not going to be at as well. So this is where it triggers for a little bit for one thing as well. So this is where it triggers for the mouse cruiser control. This is the parking brake. I'm not sure that I just going to light up something as well. We switch to manual transmission, and I don't know how anything is going to be at. So I'll be retrying for just going to be getting itself into the vehicle, but unfortunately I just actually did my mistake. So I'm just going to be respawn the character as well. So this isn't going to work. So it's not going to be absolutely for working as well. So it's absolutely since a little bit minor as well. I can't able to be driving for this vehicle. So unlike anybody is gonna be actually going to be this thing as well. Unlike Pontiac Fiero, I don't know how the car isn't going to be for around here. And we're going to be using for the Chevy Impala right here. So since I'm about to drive for around here for just a little bit of first time, so I might gotta turn on the vehicle before I'll start. It's not going to work. If I just gotta be pressing the letter K as well, so that doesn't mean to work. Like, actually, so this is where the hazard lights go on. Pressing the letter V isn't going to be for around itself or whatsoever. And the bad news is, I can't start the vehicle. But unfortunately, if we're going to be going to press Alt and Start, and this isn't going to be for around here, for just press it around here for some sort of like this. Control Start, like anything is possible. I can't start the vehicle like anything as well. So this is the worst thing that is not going to be beyond to do this as well. Because like, unlike anything is going to be for around here. So let's going to be using the SS Impala as well. I'll be right back for another video coming out as well. If this car won't able to start again and won't able to drive for me as well, something prohibitive is going on around here. I just can't able to be doing this anyway. Then it's going to be night soon as I spawn the Chevy Silverado LTZ. I'm not supposed to be a little bit ready until the vehicle should be absolutely waiting a little bit longer as well. You're seeing this as well for some kind of a little bit for around here. Nostalgic cars would be for like this thing as well. But to real, it's absolutely not being a little bit exist anytime soon. As I'm riding this vehicle, maybe I shouldn't be able to get in. So maybe I should be able to get inside as well as fast as possible. As you might gotta be unlock the doors first. And then you get inside of the vehicle. And it's gonna be a little bit louder as well. Now, maybe we absolutely going to be give ourselves a night drive. And this isn't going to be turning on the vehicle as well. So, it's hard to turn on the vehicle. So, let's just press J. And what about if we just turn on, control and start, brakes, turn on flashes, and we'll be able to start the night drive. So this is gonna be the Duramax diesel. This is not gonna be where to start the engines as well. So everyone has outsmarted me for unable to start up the vehicles. I can't able to start up the vehicles. That unfortunately, this has made gone worse about of these chassis. Even though this is not going to be meant to be as well, and worst of all, I can't able to start around of these vehicles. So since I just absolutely putting myself at the ABS, but look how I just try to find myself out of here. Well, I still can't able to drive some cars. And this is the worst things to do, that I just unable to start a car as well. And so on. This isn't going to be for around here for some sort of like this. And what about we're going for the SRT8 of the 2012 car, which means it's going to be so-called Franklin's car. It's not just like he is. I'm going to be driving a little bit as well. And yes, I should be able to start the car. Alright, here we go. I'm going to be starting around with Dodge Charger. And I'm using the automatic transmission as well. Let's give ourselves a night drive. And things have started to get a little bit burnout. Alright, I'm starting to get a little bit speedy at this moment. And what I just gotta be trying to say for itself. Pressing the letter J. And then this is where we turn on the headlights on. And I started to get myself out of control of this vehicle. Oh my gosh. I'm just started to went out of control of this vehicle. I'm going to give ourselves to get along with itself, speeding around for some sort of neighborhoods. But looks like things have started to get out of control. Oh my gosh! I think I'm just going to ran over a stop sign over here. And I just bypassed anything as well. Oh my gosh, the car was so loud, even though. This is now going to be a little bit exciting for me as well, as I'm blasting all the way to 150 miles an hour. I'm just going to be blasting all the way throughout. It's not over 200 miles an hour. We can't go into the interstate as well. And then I have eventually crashed on the intersection as well. This is pretty dumb. And I almost forgot to say, my computer is finally unplayable to Roblox because I just piled up for a lot of data, or some kind of data as possible to do. I'm unable to keep itself a little bit calmed down as well. So, calm down, viewers and mini lads. This won't be necessary, as going to be loud as well, and disturbing all the neighbors as we came from. We ran towards into another red light and started to keep ourselves out of control. But looks like I might started to get a little bit itself with a police chase. It looks like I still got my hands out of control of this car. I don't really think I'm going for Radiator Springs or something. This is gonna be a little bit fun whenever that I just try to find out. Oh gosh, I'm still getting a little bit out of control of this vehicle. I almost broke my clutch. What looks like I'm almost being spinning out of control about a car, and I'm unable to control it just for sure. Oh my gosh. Oh sweet Celestia. This is not going to be getting around for just but nothing a little bit good as well as possible. Now I'm finally getting back in control. Now let's see to drive all the way to the end of the road. And I'll be ended up into some kind of parking lot. We did absolutely find out we're just the same thing as well, because we ran through the police station. It looks like I'm gonna be trying to find the end of this video, but turns out I shouldn't be able to find a way for itself for one thing. And the vehicle has started to get a little bit out of control again. Unless, I guess I went back into dealership for literally for one time as well. I guess this will be wrapping up for today's video, I guess. And looks like this is gonna be a little bit worse. I can't able to jump out of this vehicle. But this is absolutely the worst things to do. And that is absolutely sounded a little bit louder when I just actually really thought. That was probably the crazy things that I just never imagined about here. About raping around through all the night for like this anyways. So, if you're gonna be getting into this, the recommendation is the Dodge Challenger SRT8. Whenever you drive, the crazier it gets to do this. Whenever to go for a crazy acceleration and go for a police chase. Anyways, thanks for watching, and don't forget the link is gonna be in the description below. And probably I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll talk to you immediately, ads and Comic Studio users. I mean, fellow viewers, like anybody from around this country, all later like this. And as always, thanks for watching. I probably should, and I was completely confused a lot since my brain has got rotten a little bit, even though